now with counts. 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. If you've got to this lesson, chances are that you know what the pedal school is. Here are some of their videos, and you see their step is different from our intuitive step, so we need to revise how the way they step benefit to their dance and maybe apply to your own dance. So just get started here. The basic difference in usual our basic steps is the second step. When we start forward with right here, it's just a normal step, you straighten your leg and that's okay. Then 1, and here is the key part, the second step. On the second step, usually you can lower yourself and bend your knees a little bit, but they do not do it. They instead straighten your knee, their knee, and if you do it like this, it will look like more elegant and more straight, with more tension towards the leading. 3, 1, and at the same time here 2 also. Then keep doing it on all steps. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. For comparison, here is how we do it with straightening the leg. 3, 1, 2, 3. And there you see guys who do not straighten the leg. You can see that it's a little bit more down, and it feels also with a little bit less tension. 1, 2, 3. To use this kind of steps inside your usual practicing, just keep in mind that depending on how long you've been dancing, you may need to dedicate some hours to practice this. And if you've been dancing, for example, kind of a year, it can take like 3 hours straight, so that you can do it on a regular basis. So take your time, just keep practicing, and you will see results later, how it will look different. And because this is a foundation of your dance, there are 2 parts of where we apply it. The first one is the basic step forward and backward, the second one is open bass. Open bass is where we stand apart, and it's the same idea. On 2, you push the knee. 1, 2. 2, you push it back, then go 3. Once again, 1, 2, push, and 3 to side. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. The same thing, but from this perspective. So we start 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Once again, take your time, practice it for like a half an hour or an hour, whatever you need. Then try to apply it in the dance. With all that being said, keep in mind that regardless that you have more tension in your legs for the second step or for the other steps, your upper body should be mostly relaxed, and your arms as well. This will allow you to do more moving across the dance floor with your legs, and at the same time draw a nice alliance with your arms, like this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. At the end, apply everything that we said to this simple sequence. Start with basic step. 1, 2, 3. Don't forget to straighten your second step, especially. 1, 2, 3. Then open and do a basic turn. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Then close and try some more times until you get comfortable doing this. Some small tips for leaders. You as a leader, you are the initiator of this tension in the legs and this kind of movement. So if you start like your basic steps, like intuitive steps, and you want to go like this elegant way, then if you feel like your lady is not doing it, chances are that you are not doing it, not your lady. So just keep in mind that you need to keep your back straight, push the step onto, and just don't hold tight your lady. For leaders, there are two certain ways in which you can step the first step that goes back in open base or in the usual first base. And the difference is that either you step on the full feet or just on the top here. So the difference is if you do it like this and then go back, 1, 2, 3, it kinda loses the feeling of the rhythm. So my suggestion in this particular move, you can do it on the full leg, but keep it as close as possible to the other leg. Like this, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Or from the side, from the back, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. But of course, you are free to try for yourself which kind of variation you like. For the second part of making your dance a little bit more lighter or a little bit more up, you can do this exercise. Try with your partner doing basic turn, as you know it, just kind of different. So for example, if you do a push here, then do a push and go for a basic turn. Then keep doing the same thing, but with each iteration, do a more obvious signal. And find the point where your lady barely understands that you actually need to do a basic turn. Then go back a couple iterations, and this is the point where you actually need to do it with this particular lady. And here's why. So we as the leaders, we are mostly stronger than the followers, and this leads to that we overestimate how much of attention or a signal we need to go to make the follower do a move. So just keep it as light as possible, but make sure that the lady understands what you want. 1, 2, 3. Here, for example, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's not even a push or a signal. It's just showing what you want.
So some tips for the followers. First of all, it's very important how you step and how you transfer your weight, especially starting from the second step, yes? Because you have 3, 1, 2, 3, and then again 1, 2, 3. Anyway, so 3, you first move your leg, and then move your hip, and with your hip you actually transfer the weight. So again, the leg, the hip, the weight. 2, you move the leg, then you move your body, and with the body you transfer the weight. Then 1, the leg first, then comes the body, and so on. So this is very important, because only with this delay of transferring your body after your leg, only like this, you can actually first push your leg, push your knee on your back, and then you transfer the body. So if to make it a little bit faster, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3. So it's like the steps of the models on a runway. When they move, you think that as if they are moving artificially, illogically, but actually they move the feet first and then they move the body. So they have this move with the hips because of that. The feet, then they transfer the weight. Feet, transfer the weight. Feet, transfer the weight.
Now as for the side-by-side comparison, see here. 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
So the second tip for the followers is that when you do 1 in your back, don't step too much on your back, like on full feet. Well, we anyway dance on our toes, but don't keep like too much emphasis on the first step, because otherwise you will not manage to do the second one in the proper rhythm. So what we mean is 3, here, one, like a very slight one, so that you actually put the emphasis on two. Yeah? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah? And this actually reminds about if you were watching, for example, ballroom dancing, if you were watching, let's say, cha-cha-cha or jive, they also do it, like cha-cha-cha, cha-cha-cha. So here we put the emphasis on two, as they do in cha-cha-cha, yeah? It's like 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah? You try to make the emphasis on two and to bend your knee in your back. Yep. Thank you for watching this video. It was a very difficult lesson, but we hope you enjoyed it and you will practice it in your dancing practices. And you will actually enjoy the lighting and the bending of the knee, and you will make some difference in your moves by changing the move itself from bouncing into an elegant one. If you like the video, then give us a like. Leave the comments below and see you in the next ones. Bye!